We are at O'Brien and Levine. This is On the Record for radio entrepreneurs all week long. We're featuring the best law firms of New England, best litigators. And my name is Jeffrey Davis of Mage, management consulting firm, and I'm here with Mark Z from Mark Z Legal Staffing.
Jeff, this is wonderful. This is a good times talking to the attorneys who are the tops in their fields. And our next guest is one of the leaders in her field.
Well, I know you mean that because you said it when we were off air. So we're going to be talking to Kristen Scammon of Torres, Scammon and Day. And you do business litigation, but even more interesting for me because a lot of business litigators, white collar crime.
That's right.
Right.
And just to clarify, we're now Torres, Scammon, Hincks and Day. We recently added a new partner within the past couple weeks. Yes, another former Mintz Levin partner who we're very happy to have, Ben Hincks, with us.
Excellent.
Well, that's great. Why don't you tell us about your practice?
Sure. My firm is a litigation boutique. It was started by myself and Steve Torres and Mike Day. We left Mintz Levin 4 years ago in March to start the firm after many good years there, and we really enjoyed our time there, and we're very appreciative of the support we received from our former colleagues when we first started out. And since then, we've grown to add 2 associates, and then, as I mentioned, Ben joined us a couple weeks ago as a new partner. So we're very excited to be growing.
Excellent.
We're a litigation boutique. We each have sort of separate specialties. We all do your typical business litigation. My partner Steve does a lot of insurance work, and Ben, who we just brought in, also does the insurance, reinsurance work. And you have just tapped my knowledge of anything about insurance, so that's it. And then my partner Mike, he has an employment focus, and he actually, he's on a little bit of a reduced schedule now because he's now a state rep. He ran for and won a state rep seat.
Oh, excellent.
So it's busy. We're busy. We're kind of all flying around everywhere doing what we do. And then my personal practice is about half business litigation and half white collar criminal, which in my mind is both true criminal work and work involving the government. Like I do a good bit of SEC work, which is either investigations or typically civil cases, but with the SEC on the other side.
Now, you found that, have you found and developed the white collar crime more in your new practice, or was this something that you had done for a long time in your previous practice?
I did a predominantly white-collar work when I was at Mintz Levin, working with Tracy Miner and Bob Popio, and some of the bigger cases were done over there. And what I found at the bigger firm, obviously you're able to take on these large-scale, big trials. And now in the smaller firm, I'm able to do a lot of the work that when I was at Mintz Levin, would give to smaller firms. You know, we have this witness who needs a lawyer to take them into the grand jury, or there's, like a smaller case where the fees aren't going to be, people can't afford the bigger firms. So it's been a little bit different, but not so much because I've been working
It's the
with
same mechanics on a different scale.
Exactly. It's I'm still on the phone with prosecutors and saying you need to give my client immunity the same as I would have at Mintz Levin. Just they can afford me more than they could. A larger firm.
If Jeff would say to you, not only are we a entrepreneurial show for entrepreneurs, but you're an entrepreneur by going out and really taking your practice to a different step, and obviously, hopefully, a better step.
Well, Mintz Levin's a big law firm.
Yeah,
it has a lot of infrastructure,
right?
Yeah.
And a lot of corporate support. And now all of a sudden, you're
startup.
you're funding your own business,
Right.
and you're doing the marketing, and you're doing the payroll,
Sure.
and
Right.
It's and we were lucky when we started out. We had a lot of support from I don't want to say friends and family, but one of my partners, one of his best friends was an accountant, so he helped us set up the accounting. We had some IT help from people that we weren't having to go out and really pay large amounts for consultants,
That's
but we were
right.
able to get some help with some of the stuff that we probably wouldn't have been able to. We probably wouldn't have found as good of a fit in some of our professional help without that.